Well, good morning. Or actually good afternoon. It's about 12:45 on Saturday, the 7th of April. Last Friday, things went excellent. Got everything squared away. The only problem I'm still having is with this tip tank fuel gauge. It reads, you got to tap on it. I think the gauge is going bad because we checked everything else. So I'll have to order a new one of those. Not a big deal. I looked online. I think they were $150, and it's just a swap. You know, you unplug a couple things, and the mechanic plugs it back in. Everything else is working great. This is going to be our second test flight to get the EDM or the 830 here dialed in from a fuel flow perspective. Wanted to talk about some more books that I enjoyed that are more Comanche related. We put the new starter on, and we did one other thing. Well, anyway, you'll see the new starter. It's a big difference. Oh, the Bogart battery box mod was done. So let's get started up. I just got in and belted up and locked the door. So here we go. All right, pre-flight inspection is complete. Passenger briefing is complete. Shoulder belt, safety harness is good. Fuel shut off on left main. Heater and air vents are closed. Standby alternator switch is off. Autopilot master is off. Landing gear selector is down. EIS and magneto switches are off. Avionics master is off. Electrical equipment is off. Circuit breakers, we check. They are all in. Trim, exercise, and set. Control movement is full and correct. Go ahead and turn this on now. Alright, so I need to stop this thing from rotating. Landing gear emergency handle is clear and forward. The door is latched. Okay, engine start. Parking brake is set. Carb heat, exercise, then cold. Prop, exercise, full forward. Throttle, exercise, close. Mixture, exercise, full rich. Master switch, on. Standby alternator switch, on. Fuel is set. Fuel boost pump on. Fuel pressure is up. Fuel boost pump off. Flashing beacon is on. Prime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and locked. 1 pump of throttle, crack it a bit. Now watch the starter. EIS on. See how fast that thing turns? That'll work. Alright, 1,000 RPM. Oil pressure is up. Okay. Magneto switch on. Amp meter is charging. Clean the mixture. Fuel pressure looks good. Oil pressure set. Radio master on. Okay, it looks like we're recording. Excellent. Now, if I can not get a phone call, it'll keep recording. Okay. So the fuel is all set. Fuel timer is started. Let's continue with our checklist. Autopilot, master switch. Wait, I gotta do the turn and bank needs to come on. Radio master is on. Let that gyro spin up, and we can test the autopilot. Everything else, let's go ahead and send to the panel our route today. So we're going to fly to the west, or to the Indiana border, basically. Weather is gorgeous. High pressure system is to our west, giving us northwest, or actually southwest, giving us northwest winds, as the winds are wrapping over the top of the high. They're 10, gusting 17-ish, 18-ish, somewhere in there. So nothing major. Okay, we'll send this plan to the panel. Import the plan. We will activate the plan. So our route today is Moline to the Bradford VOR, to the Pontiac VOR, to the Danville VOR, and then we'll just do a 180, climb up 1,000 feet, and come back. You won't have to sit through all that. It'll just be in cruise. Alright, so let's continue with our checklist. Autopilot master switch on. Let it go through its tests. That one goes down. That one comes back on. That one goes off. Now we turn it now on and right. And override. And left. And override. That does something with the clutches, keeps them worked up or something. Now we try with the heading bug here. And left, yeah, or right, I'm sorry. And left, that works as well. And now the altitude hold feature. Pull back, down should come on, push forward. The up should come on, perfect. Off, and everything is free and correct. All right. Idles creep up here. It does that as she kind of warms up. All right, so autopilot checks out. It is a whopping 30 degrees out right now. This is not fun in April. Let's see, fuel valves were set. Bluetooth all devices. We did, that's how I sent it to the panel, so we're good. Got that, radio 121.5. Let's bring the second radio on. We're listening, it's nothing there. And let's get ready to copy our ATIS. All right, up our plate.
Quad City Airport information, Juliet 1652 Zulu, wind 300 at 14, gust 18, visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature -1, dew point -11, altimeter 3022. Visual approaches in use to runway 27 and runway 31. Advise an initial contact, you have information, Juliet. Quad City Airport information, Juliet 1652 Zulu, wind 300 at 14, gust 18, visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature -1, dew point -11, altimeter 3022. Visual approaches in use to runway 27 and runway 31. Advise an initial contact, you have information, Juliet.
Juliet, all right. All right, we have Juliet. We're not IFR today, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's get ready to go to clearance delivery. Is 124.05. Quad C clearance delivery, Comanche 6928 Pop at the South Tees with Juliet.
Comanche 6928 Papa, Quad City clearance.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. VFR headed for the Danville, Illinois VOR and back, just doing a test flight. 3,500 initially, please.
Comanche 6928 Papa, maintain VFR at below 4,000, departure frequency 125.905, squawk 0354.
At or below 4, 125950354 for 6928 Papa.
Comanche 6928 Papa, read back correct.
Okay, we got that. The GPS is set. We've checked that. The transponder is set. And it is on alt. The lights are good. The directional gyro is good. Comm radios are set. Nav radios are set. Airspeed is set. It's zeroed. Altimeter, both check. We're at 5. There we go. 590 or reading 600. That's fine. VSI is set. Flaps are up. Trim. We check. Landing gear is in the green. Attitude indicator. Flip or turn coordinator. We got to watch the ball. Let's check the brakes. Brakes are set. Brakes are good. And let's go to ground. $121.9. Okay. Pull up our taxi diagram. We go off, expecting to go off 3-1. Quad City ground, Comanche 6928 Pop at the T's, requesting permission to taxi to the active.
Comanche 6928 Papa, Quad City ground. Can you accept runway 31 at Kilo 12?
Certainly can.
Comanche 6928 Papa, I do have a bearing coming off runway 31. I'm pretty sure he's going to go to the South Seas. Can you hold at the South Seas until I get him in?
Certainly can. I can sit, I'll go between the big opening in the ramp.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yep, 6928 Papa. Okay, I know the doctor that's in the Baron too. So we will make way for him. He owns 2 planes. He owns a Baron and he owns one of those Skycatcher that he plays with, basically. Travels in the Baron and he plays in the Skycatcher. We'll come up here and we'll turn around and point back the other way and let him come through.
Ground, Baron 95, 55 Bravo, taxi Elliott.
Nope, they're
Baron
going to
95, 55 Bravo, Quad City ground, taxi Elliott via Kilo. Kilo and Elliott. Comanche 28 Papa, you can taxi via Kilo to runway 31 at Kilo 12.
6928 Papa Kilo to 31 at Kilo 12, 28 Papa. Okay. So the ball is skidding.
Comanche 28 Papa, I'll have you hold short of Kilo 7 to allow that Baron to get into Elliott.
6928 Papa will hold short Kilo 7. Will do.
Thank you.
Okay, get on center line here. So, yeah, last Friday everything went really good. Was there the whole day. Got that starter installed. That thing is now, I mean, it sounds like a jet engine turning over. It just spins it fast and it fires right up. I actually might be able to do away with the one pump of throttle because she had a little bit of a backfire there when it caught. So that might mean that right in the throat of the carburetor, which is where that sucks it in, it might have been just a little bit too rich. All right, so we got to hold Kilo 7. This is coming up on Kilo 6. Not this one. This goes into the hangars here. Dave Mills owns Mills Chevrolet here in town. This is his hangar. I think he's got a Meridian or something he flies the family around in. There might be something else in there. All right, here's Kilo 6, which we were cleared to Kilo 7. I see the Baron.
Quad City Airport information, Kilo now current, Quad City altimeter 3020, wind 300 at 14.
20. That's more realistic, 590. All right, the Baron is in. So that's not the doctor, it's somebody else.
Command C2A Pop, you can continue taxiing on Kilo to 3-1.
Kilo to 3-1, 2-8 Papa. Something's coming in there, short final. 2-7, and he looks like he's going missed. That's burning a little bit of black smoke. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's some kind of warbird. That's like one of them Russian fighters. Like they're training fighters. Maybe that's why it's leaving a little trail of black smoke. All right, we're taxiing down Kilo here. We're going to hold short of 3-1 at Kilo 12. There's Papa 2. Coming up on Golf, we're going to go straight. I don't know how bumpy it's going to be today. With all this sunshine, the winds are decent. I don't know how bumpy it's going to be. Not a cloud in the sky, though, so we're going to go at 3,500 over there and 4,500 back. If it's too bumpy, we'll go to 5,500 going there and 4,500 back. We'll see. We'll see. I can't go up above that because I need to make at least 70% horsepower to do this calculation. Okay, so we're coming up on Kilo 12. Last little bit there is downhill. It wants to roll right along. We'll swing right around here. We'll give ourselves just a little nose into the wind. All right, brakes are set. Doors and windows are closed and locked. Flight controls. Check them one more time. Free and correct. Everything feels smooth. Directional gyro is good. Mixture is rich. Throttle to 1500 RPM. And we'll cycle the prop. 1, RPM drops. 2, manifold pressure increases. 3, oil pressure wiggles. We'll do one more just for good measure because, yeah, okay. Now we go to 2,000.
3927 quad C clearance on request.
Here we don't creep forward. And we'll go EIS off. Got a drop of about 100 RPM, EIS back on.
Cleared to Chicago O'Hare Airport.
Looks good.
Maintain 4,000.
Magneto off. Really no wood change at all. Magneto back on.
125.95.
Carburetor.
4313.
That works. We don't have to worry about suction anymore. Engine gauges look good. Oil pressure looks good.
Wisconsin 3927, read back, correct.
Oil temperature air at 115, so that looks good. Back to idle. Idle looks good. Pre-takeoff checklist. Circuit breakers. Back to 1,000, my bad. Circuit breakers are all in. Radio set to tower, next frequency is set. Trim, final check, we're good with that. Primer is in and locked. Carb heat, full forward, prop full forward, or friction lock is good. Mixture rich. Flaps are up and clear. Pitot heat, we're not going to need. Transponder is on alt. Fuel boost pump. We'll get on our roll-on, landing and taxi lights, strobes. Do the takeoff checklist. That out again here. Compass. Now I just have a series of things I read to remind myself, hey, rotate at this. Just, what to do. Climb. Okay. Cruise checklist is ready. Map is set. Radio is set.
Quad City Tower, Comanche 6928 Papa, Kilo 12 and 31, ready for takeoff.
Comanche 6928 Papa, Quad City Tower, turn left heading 230, runway 31 at Kilo 12, cleared for takeoff.
Left heading 230, 6928 Papa, cleared for takeoff, runway 31.
Okay, let's take the runway. So we got fuel boost pump, landing taxi, strobes, mixture, prop, full forward.
Wind 330 at 14.
Okay, so we're going to have a slight right to left, but it's going to be pretty minor. Like a knot or two on 14 knots, 20 degrees. All right, engine sounds good. That's full power. Lock the throttle full forward. There's 70. Engine gauges look good. There's 85. Let's rotate. And we'll let her turn into the wind. There's 100. $105. Let's VY. Nice updraft. Here the seat belts on tight till I figure out what we're doing here. All right. Get it into a cruise climb. There's 1,000 feet left, 230. Oh, it's bumpy. Two, 3-0.
It's 2 Papa, not sure if you wanted to, but your wheels are still down.
Thank you for that, sir.
It's 2 Papa, no problem. Contact departure, see Mike.
Thank you.
Well, that was embarrassing. Left the wheels down.
Quad City departure, Comanche 6928 Papa, indicating 1,900 in the climb.
Comanche 6928 Papa, Quad City departure radar, contact climb to VFR, requested altitude, proceed on course.
On course, Danville, we're climbing to 4,500, 3,500, 28 Papa.
Okay. Desired track is 114. Still in the climb.
86, airport is 12 o'clock, 8 miles. Cessna 86, contact tower 119.4, good day.
Okay, let's go ahead and back off a few RPM here. We'll leave full throttle in. Engine gauges looking good. $3,100, nice updraft there. Okay, there's 3,450. Go ahead and get her leveled off here. We'll start letting the speed wind up. Turn the fuel boost pump off. And today we're going to it's bumpy. Okay, we're at 3,500, 22.8, 23. So 22.8. 23. We're okay, 22.8.
26 Golf, contact Chicago Center
23.
135.6, good day.
26 Golf, contact Chicago Center 135.6, good day, sir.
Trying to get this thing set exact. All right, so let's start leaning it out. Okay, we're gonna guess about 1430 is about 50 degrees rich at peak. Now we're supposed to sit here for a minute and let that temperature kind of stabilize. I have a feeling it's just going to be a bumpy trip today. Maybe we should try 5,500.
Quad City departure, Comanche 6928 Papa.
Comanche 28 Papa, approach.
Roger, sir. I'm going to climb up to 5,500 and see if I can get out of some of these worst of these bumps.
Okay, mixture rich.
Sacramento, sir, Delta Mike, just to verify you're inbound for the RNAV 27.
Throttle back up to
Sacramento, sir,
2,500.
Delta Mike, clear RNAV, runway 27 approach.
Full throttle.
Comanche 28 Papa, VFR altitude to your discretion, and would you like flight following to your destination?
Yes, sir, if I could, please.
So we're going to climb up to 5,500. I can still make 70% horsepower there at 2,400 RPM, but that's fine.
Comanche 28 Papa, reset transponder, squawk 5307.
5307, 6928 Papa.
There's 4,500. Things have smoothed out a little bit. Hopefully 5,500 will be beautiful. $5,400. Start leveling off. Let the speed build.
Sacramento, sir, Delta Mike, contact tower 119.4.
And we'll get back over onto our course. There's 30 minutes. Let's go ahead and switch tanks. Pressure's good. Fuel pressure's good. Timer here. Okay, so there's our speed. Let's go ahead. 21.8. 24. 21.8.
Sacramento, sir, Delta Mike, contact tower 119.4.
$2,400 RPM.
Sacramento 600 Delta Mike approach.
Okay, now let's lean it out again. Where we're 50 degrees, or where I think is about 50 degrees, and we gotta let it stabilize.
Cessna 72 Delta, contact
Well, it's much
Chicago
smoother.
Center 133.905. Good day.
Okay, so let's give that a minute here.
Comanche 28 Papa, contact Chicago Center 124.55. Good day.
6928 Papa over to Chicago Center. Thanks, sir. Chicago Center, Comanche 6928 Papa, level 5,500.
November 6928 Papa, Chicago Center, low, the Valley altimeter 3017.
1728 Papa, thank you.
Okay, so let's get the autopilot on. We'll get the heading bug set here. Get it in heading mode. And we'll turn on the GPSS steering.
November 1 Romeo, Quebec, advise you of the weather and note at the Illinois Valley. You can expect a visual.
Okay. And get our altitude hold set. Altitude hold is on. Okay, so let's go through our leaning procedure. That's been a minute, so we go lean fine.
Castle 10
Richard Peak.
Chicago Center, low, Valley altimeter 3017.
Now we start leaning. And we're not supposed to do it very quickly. There's leanest. 1431. So now we're going to go 100 degrees Richard Peak.
American 1566, contact Chicago, approach 135.07. November 1 Romeo, Quebec, roger.
.40. .70. .87 pi. There's 100, or there's 90. See if we can get just another 10 degrees. Now it's still going up. Let's give that a second. There's 100, 101, 105, Rich. We're just gonna, there it is. All right, perfect. So 100 degrees, Richie Peak. 70% horsepower. Okay, so we're in the cruise now. All right, let's reset up our course here. And I want to go to...
Number 347 Romeo Lima, Chicago Center low. Number 7 Romeo Lima, let's go with the Peoria altimeter 3019er.
All right, guys. We'll go through our checklist here.
Number 651 Papa Alpha, Chicago Center low. The Bloomington altimeter 3017. And are you talking to the aircraft at your 6 o'clock at 5 Charlie Sierra as well? Number 1 Papa Alpha, roger.
All right. So, we are almost over the Bradford VOR.
American 1258 at Turtle, float at 300 knots even. Contact Chicago, approach down 135.07. Brickyard 3449, you can maintain 300 knots even now. Contact Chicago, approach 135.07.
On the right tank. Okay, so I've recorded that. All right. So, let's see here, the waypoint's coming up. Two, one. Now let's see what she does. It's going to be just a slight right-hand turn. See that changed? Flip right there. And the plane's turning on its own. How about them apples, huh? That's so neat. Okay, desired track is 120. It's flying 119. Excellent. All right. So George is flying. Next is the Potomac VOR. All right.
November 5 Charlie Sierra, Chicago Center low, Bloomington altimeter 3017.
All right, let's get a drink.
November 7 Mike Charlie, maintain 300 knots even. Contact Chicago, approach 135.07.
And I have all right, coming up on the Illinois River. Okay, so I have.
November 55 uniform contact Rock.
I brought some books with. These are more Comanche related books that I enjoyed. And the very first one, if you're interested in buying a Comanche, is the Pilot's Operating Handbook. You can get this through a company called Webco. It's on the internet, WEBCO. They're kind of a Comanche support company. You can get a lot of parts, a lot of, just all kinds of stuff through them. They really do a good job supporting the Comanche community. And one of the things they do for the Comanche Society is they sell and bind these books. And if you saw the difference between this one and the one that came with the airplane, which I don't even have in the airplane, because this is an official flight manual, and you got to know what serial number you want. And I think there's a version of this online for, I think it was a $250 that you can find if you search. But if you want one specific to something you might be looking at, they're reasonably priced. I think it was $45 or something like that. And they give the checklist. It's a complete modern pilot's operating handbook with all the performance data, emergency checklists, all kinds of stuff. So really worth having if you're interested in a Comanche. I have two of these. I have one I keep in the plane and one I keep at home. So that one's a good one. The next one, the rest of these are just kind of fun books. So Into the Wind, the story of Max Conrad. If none of you might have ever heard of Max Conrad. Of course, you can wiki him and find out he was like a long distance flying person. He flew a modified Comanche. Now, granted, he had fuel tanks in the back and all kinds of stuff. He flew it from South Africa here to the United States, and it wasn't just like Florida. I mean, he went into the interior, all kinds of long-distance flight records he set for single-engine, high-performance single-engine the Comanche holds. They can lift a lot, and they're reasonably quick, and if you fly at 55% horsepower, you're sipping 10 gallons an hour. It can really go some distance. And this is a book about his life story. Unusual guy. Well, you'd have to be able to sit in the plane for that many hours, and you'd really have to be a different person. Anyway, it's a good story. He was from Minnesota, and it's got some of his life story and his records. I think he flew over the North Pole. There was a bunch of stuff. I read this a while ago. Now, the next 3 books are by the same author, Frank Kingston Smith. And Frank Kingston Smith wrote these books back in the 60s and maybe early 70s. And it's called The Weekend Pilot. I'm not sure what order. You'll have to look it up to see what order. Weekend Wings, Flights of Fancy, and Weekend Pilots. He owned a Piper Comanche, and this Flights of Fancy was his adventures in the Comanche. All of it is back in the 60s and 70s, so it's it was a different time back then. I mean, can you imagine there was no cockpit radar? Didn't have an iPad, didn't have GPS, so they're flying by VORs and NDBs and he does it's not a serious like pilot's book. It's more just a story of the adventures he had with his family and his plane, going different places, doing different things. Last year I took the family to Niagara Falls. He was based out of New York somewhere, or Philadelphia, and he'd go up to the falls, and that's what gave me the idea. I'm like, oh, that'd be a good trip. I went there as a kid.
I'm sorry, who was that?
It'd be an awesome trip. So these 3 books: Weekend Pilot by Frank Kingston Smith, Flights of Fancy, and Weekend Wings. I got all of these off of Amazon. They're used in Amazon, so none of them are very expensive. I think I paid like $3 or something like that for one of them. So anyway, that's it for the books. Just some ideas on things that you can read that are about the Comanche and piloting in general. So that goes back, and I'll go ahead and stop recording here. I'll pick it back up. It looks like we got some clouds. I might have to descend back down again. Maybe not. We'll see. Anyway, I'll talk to you all later. I'm just going to sit here now and cruise for, what do I got? I got a...
Number 5 Sierra Charlie, contact, I'm sorry, 5 Charlie
Sierra, I got an hour and
Champagne approach 121.35.
30 minutes. So I got 30 more minutes, and I'll turn around and fly back for an hour. But anyway, we'll talk to you all later. I'll pick it back up when we get close. Bye. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back. We are 41 miles southeast of Moline, about 19 minutes. We're at 6,500. It was just too bumpy down low, so I came up here. I can still make 70% horsepower. So we're doing that. Just going to get the ATIS real quick. We haven't been turned over yet.
Mike, 1952 Zulu, wind 290 at 12, gust 25, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 4, dew point -11, altimeter 3014, visual approach in use, landing and departing, runway 27 and 31. Advise on initial contact. Do you have information, Mike?
We have Mike.
This is E76, contact Rockford approach, 126.0, have a good day.
Alright, so wind 290, we can go either runway. 31 is a straight in shot, we'll probably do that one. What do you say it was? 1-4 gusting 2-5, so 20 degrees off the nose. Not going to be that much. Crosswind will be whatever it is, 10, 12.
Looking for IFR to Spirit St. Louis. November 440 Echo Hotel, Chicago Center, right?
I got it.
575 and ident. 6575 and ident. 440 Echo Hotel.
Chicago Center, Comanche 6928 Papa. Sir, I'm starting to lose you. Can you turn me over to Moline, please?
No, 6928 Papa, I sure can. Contact Quad City approach on 125.95. Have a good day.
12595. Thank you, sir. You as well.
Chicago Center, Chicago 5000.
Chicago 472 Delta, Quad City approach, Quad City altimeter 3017.
Okay, next frequency, get it in there.
301772 Delta.
Quad City approach, Comanche 6928 Papa, 36 miles south east of the field, 6,500 inbound with Mike.
Comanche 6928 Papa, Quad City approach, roger, make straight in runway 31.
Straight in, 3128 Papa.
All right, that's simple enough. We got to start descending here in about, I don't know, a couple minutes. Radios, let's go through, let's pull up a plate and just make sure. Okay, we're on approach. Tower, we got ground. We have. And we're good. Runway 31 is 7,300 feet long by 150 feet wide. So it's a good one. Be a left to right crosswind. Landing weight today has me at 76. Because of the gust factor, I'll do 80. Add a smidge for the gust factor. We are on the left tank, which has the most gas in it. We'll stay on the left tank. It's going to get bumpy again as we get down low. Let's just sit back now and wait till our descent point. We're going to want to slow down before we start descending. Because I don't want to hit them bumps at, 180 miles an hour.
500 heading 230.
Just passing over Kiwani.
Altitude your discretion, flighting 180, vector 2 RNAV, runway 27, final approach course.
80 for vectors, 27 RNAV, 55 Bravo.
All right. Everything's gone right along. I flew at 5,500 until Danville VOR, climbed up, did a right-hand turn, climbed up 1,000 feet, came back. Nothing fancy.
Bearing 55 Bravo, turn left heading 090.
090, 55 Bravo.
Departure Trailblazer 496, 2700 for 4,000 runway heading.
Trailblazer 496, plot the departure radar contact, climb maintain 10,000, turn right direct to Butte.
10,000 direct Butte, Trailblazer.
Trailblazer.
496.
New one, I've never heard of Trailblazer. Ground speed coming back was less than anticipated. I was doing about 100 ground speed going outbound. I was like 158, 159, 160. Right in there. Coming back, climbed up, I've been 123. So getting back has taken me an extra, 8-9 minutes. Because I was hoping for like 132 is what ForeFlight was telling me. But winds aloft must be different than anticipated.
Bearing 55 Bravo, turn left heading 080.
080, 55 Bravo.
All right, we're coming up on our descent.
Trailblazer 496, contact Chicago Center 118.75.
11875, Trailblazer 496.
Almost have the field in sight. Well, minutes out. 13 minutes out. All right, let's go through our before landing checklist. We have the ATIS. Don't have to worry about an approach plate. The GPS. Comm radios are set. Altimeter is set, 3014. Both are set. Yep. Heading indicator is 307. Yeah, looking good. Approach timer we don't need. Fuel selector, we are on the fullest tank. Before landing checklist. All right, seat belts. Seat backs are upright. Seat belt, shoulder harness, adjust and lock. Emergency gear lever is clear. Carb heat, as required, gear selector down at 125. Fuel pump will turn on when we get close. Our gumps. Mixture will enrichen as we descend. Propeller full forward as we descend. And we'll do our gumps check. Flaps below 100. All right, we're at our descent point. Go ahead and turn off the altitude hold. And let's pull an inch or so of manifold pressure, maybe 2. And we'll let the plane start down. We'll let it slow down. We'll go 18 inches here. Let it slow down, then we'll trim and let it go down. 500 foot per minute descent. Okay, let's go ahead and let it start sliding down. We'll trim for 500 feet a minute. There's 500 feet. Just a skosh of up.
Quad City departure.
Now, as we descend, I'll just have this'll, as the atmosphere enrichens, as it gets thicker, I'll have to pull off a little bit of manifold pressure each time.
Departure 8114, Foxtrot, Quad City departure, radar contact, climb to request the VFR altitude, turn left direct south practice area.
Turn left direct south practice area, 14 Fox, climb to VFR altitude. We'll talk to them.
Cessna 72 Delta, traffic 12 o'clock, 4 miles northwestbound, altitude indicates 2,700.
Back out a little bit of manifold pressure, enriching the mixture just a smidge.
Cessna 72 Delta, you copy?
Yeah, we're looking for that traffic, 72 Delta.
Just coming over Cambridge, Illinois. There's 6,000 feet.
Bearing 55 Bravo, turn left heading 360.
20 miles out from the airport.
55 Bravo.
Everything's looking good. Before landing checklist is done, we got just our gumps
traffic,
left.
12 o'clock, 2 miles northwestbound, altitude indicates 3,000.
Oh, we got that traffic inside, no factor, 72 Delta.
Cessna 72 Delta, roger, maintain visual separation from that traffic.
Maintain visual separation, 72 Delta.
We have the ATIS. Thank you for flight. have the airport in sight. Go ahead and turn off the autopilot.
Area 55 Bravo, 6 miles from the final approach course, turn left heading 300, maintain 2,300 till established on the final approach course. Clear.
There's the bumps, 5,400 feet.
55 Bravo, turn left 300 down to 2,300, maintain, clear for the approach. 55 Bravo.
Quad City approach, Met Force 1. Met Force 1, Quad City approach, ident, say altitude,
yeah.
Quad City altimeter 3016.
Let's slow down a little bit more.
1000, we're on orientation flight, just going up to Clinton for now.
Met Force 1, roger, radar contact 9 miles northeast of the...
Keep the 500 feet per minute descent. We're just going to pull off more manifold pressure.
Bravo, maintain VFR.
55 Bravo, we'll maintain VFR.
That'll slow us down, going downhill faster. Message is flashing. Yep, we're already talking to Moline.
Variant 55 Bravo, contact tower.
Contact tower, 55 Bravo.
Okay, that's the guy on 27. Whee! Now I'm coming downhill, 500 feet per minute at 139 miles an hour indicated. VA on this airplane with the tip tanks is actually pretty low. Max gross weight, it's like 130. And if you're lighter than that, it's actually less. I actually went up and did some testing to see, to keep it in VA. With the gear down, I got to do 22 inches of manifold pressure. With the gear up, it's a little bit less than that. It's about 16, 17.
Comanche 28 Papa, be advised a traffic bearing on a 5-mile final for runway 27. They're doing the RNAV runway 27.
Roger, 6928 Papa, I'm looking for him, sir.
There's 3,000.
Comanche 28 Papa, the traffic now on a 3-mile final. Contact tower 119.4.
Over to tower, 28 Papa, still looking for the Travis.
Not that it's going to be a factor.
Quad City Tower, Comanche 6928 Papa, 9.8 miles southeast of the field, descending through 3,300 on the straight in for runway 31.
Comanche 6928 Papa, Quad City Tower, runway 31, clear to land.
31, cleared to land, 28 Papa.
Whee!
Five Bravo is on the go.
Baron 55 Bravo, roger. When able, turn left heading 230.
Okay, runway heading and then left to 230. 55 Bravo.
Okay, we're inside gear speed, gear coming down. Green light, gears down, gas undercarriage, mixture, prop. Woohoo! Good one.
Baron 55 Bravo, turn left heading 230, contact departure.
230, 55 Bravo.
Wind 330 at 14, gust 21.
Okay, gas undercarriage, mixture, prop. Woo! Oh, the air is turbulent today. Yeah, my wife isn't here. All right. Now this wind is going to be bouncing up this ridge here because there's a ridge right at the edge of the airport. We should get a boost up.
31 to land.
Archer 114 Foxtrot Quad 2 Tower, runway 31, cleared to land, traffic Comanche short final.
All right.
31 clear to land, looking for the traffic, 8114 Fox.
Get her slowed down. We'll get some gas undercarriage mixture. Let's get some flaps out. There's 100. Two notches is 90 miles an hour. 90. Gas undercarriage mixture prop. $90. Okay, over the fence, third notch in.
Comanche 28 Papa, taxi 2, parking via Golf Kilo, this frequency, good day.
Golf Kilo, remain with you, sir. I might go just a bit past Golf. Can I turn around?
Comanche 28 Papa, affirmative, short 180 is approved.
Short 180, 28 Papa.
Okay. There we go, guys. All right. Okay, the wind is that way, so we'll get that one down. Fuel boost pump off. Lean for taxi.
Wind 320 at 17.
The prop flaps are up. Okay. And it is warm. All right. After a landing checklist, flaps carb heat mixture, pitot heat, landing taxi, strobes, fuel boost pump is off. Okay, now we're turning, neutralize them. And put this wing down.
Quad City Tower, Lancer 845 Charlie Mike is with you.
Lancer 845 Charlie Mike, Quad City Tower, you're number 2, following Cherokee, 1 mile final, runway 31, clear to land.
Cleared to land 31, 5 Charlie Mike.
Wind check for 14 Fox.
Wind 320 at 16.
No, we're supposed to stay on this frequency. Elliot's is 135's. Hold on. 130. 30. 575. Elliot's Moline, Comanche 6928 Papa. Elliot's Moline, Comanche 6928 Papa.
6928 Papa, this is Elliot Moline, go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, ma'am. Could I get the 100 low-lead truck over to hangar Echo 8 when the guys get a minute?
I sure will. They have the plane out front in front of you. It'll probably be about 10 or 15 minutes. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am, that's fine. That'll give me time to get the door open and everything else.
Okay, sounds good. I'll send them over.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a good weekend.
You as well.
Hunter 14 Foxtrot, no delay down to hotel traffic, 1 mile file.
Okay, now that wind
Down to hotel 14
back
Fox.
behind us again. Now we're going to turn dead downwind. Neutralize everything.
14 Foxtrot, left on hotel, left on Juliet, this frequency.
Left on hotel, left on Juliet, will stay with you, 14 Fox.
And safe parking.
Go to southeast.
Roger. 5555 Quad City clearance, cleared to Atlanta Hartsfield Airport via direct St. Louis VOR. Then as filed, maintain 4000. Expect flight level 350, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 125.905. Squawk 3102, stand by on your readback.
Okay.
Archer 14 Foxtrot, taxi to the South Tees via Echo Delta across runway 27.
Echo Delta.
Well, thanks for coming, everybody, on one of my
Answer for
training things.
5 Charlie Mike, turn left taxi hotel, left on Juliet.
Getting this thing all set up. It says we use 35.1 gallons. Now the fuel truck will tell me what we actually used. And I'll record that, and I got one more to do.
5555, initial altitude 4,000, rest read back, correct? Thank you.
Okay.
Archer 1
35.1.
to the southeast.
Cross 5 to southeast, 145.
Well, you guys all have a good week. Talk to you later. Bye.